like you said, you did 20 years, you're 20 years deep into music. So I guess you kind of want to talk about how did you first get your start into music? If I read correctly, you started out with like a business major and then you decided to, follow your passions in other ways.
Absolutely. Well, if we're starting from that point in my career, yeah, I actually went to college here in Birmingham at Sanford University on a football scholarship, and
Mhm.
decided to study business instead of music because I grew up in the church playing bass guitar, got pretty good at it, was already kind of making me some money, had my hustle with my guitar. And in my mind, I was like, "Man, I already know how to play this thing. I need to figure out what to do with this money." Uh, so I was more drawn to the business of music and learning business, period, because I knew that that was going to be the thing that kept me competitive moving forward in life in my aspirations of being in the music industry and the music business, not just a musician. So I like to say I'm a true hybrid. I'm as creative as I am business and intellectual. So when I'm in my creative space, I turn off the numbers, I turn off the business, and I get in that space. But when I'm done, everything has to tie together with a plan. I'm glad that I got into music from the business side as well as from the creative side. And so that has kept me, to be told, as an entrepreneur, year after year after year after year, by having a plan, understanding business and the mechanics of how this thing works, it kept me to the point to where now I have my own entertainment company. I am releasing my own music and continuing to grow even today.
That's I mean, that had to give you like a leg up against a lot of other people that first get into the industry for sure. Because I think we've all heard the horror stories about people getting the music and signing deals or getting involved in stuff that they have no idea business wise what they're doing. They just were in love with the music. So that was a unique entry, I think, than most people.
Yeah, and this is, I'll tell people, it's like this is the one of the most unregulated industries, right? It's like
Hmm.
there are no rules. It's just like, well, this is what we think. Most people, any other industry, you have to get credentials, you have to study, you have to be qualified. You ain't going to know, man, I want to cut people. Let me be a doctor. That ain't.
Yeah.
But in music, in music, it's like, oh, la, la, I can sing. Let me go be an artist.
Right.
And it's you think about that, it's like the majority of the people participating in the industry have zero knowledge about the industry itself, which in any other industry, we would run away from that, right? Like, nah, you're not credible to tell me anything or to do anything or to be in this business if you never studied, right?
Hmm.
So that's one of the unique characters of the music business is if you can sing, if you can dance, if you can rap, you have it in your mind, you deserve to be a star.
Yeah.
And that's a misconception. Talent does not pre-qualify you for success, right? And I tell
Hmm.
people that all the time. I don't care how talented you are, that gets you in the door, but it gets you in the door of a room that's already full.
Hmm.
So
Facts. I like that.
Right? You said you like that, right?
Yeah, I was like, those are some good analogies. I'm a visual artist, so like, there's like similar aesthetics in the art world where it's like unregulated, it's just, So I went to business school for like 3 years, but I actually dropped out to go to art school. So I got an art degree instead. But Dario got a business degree too. So we kind of all have a little bit of, that understanding, and we're just, out here pushing the passion, right? But it's definitely kept us out of like bad situations, and it keeps you diligent because you learn hard work.
Yes, yes. And it gives you a good foundation to understand how to be, really how to build your business over time and how to, because we're creatives, you know how it is, man. We flow, but you have
Mm-hmm.
to have some type of barriers to that flow. You know what
yeah.
I'm
Right.
saying? So you don't flow out into the wild. You know what I mean? I think that's where a lot of people lose their way and give up is because they just going off the whim and just, oh man, I'm inspired until you beat up so bad and you just can't even afford to compete anymore. So
Yeah.
I like that you guys have a business foundation that guides your creative spirit. That's great, man.
Oh,